Number one on the list of foods that are destroying your brain is sugar. Consuming too much sugar can lead to inflammation in the brain, which can impair cognitive function and increase the risk of developing conditions such as Alzheimer's disease. It's important to be mindful of the amount of sugar you're consuming on a daily basis and to try to limit your intake as much as possible. Next up is processed foods. These foods are often high in unhealthy fats, sugars, and artificial additives, all of which can have a negative impact on your brain health. Eating a diet that is high in processed foods can lead to cognitive decline and increase the risk of developing conditions such as dementia. It's best to opt for whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible to protect your brain health. Trans fats are another food that is detrimental to your brain health. These fats are often found in fried foods, baked goods, and processed snacks, and have been linked to an increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. It's important to read food labels carefully and avoid products that contain trans fats to protect your brain health. Highly processed meats, such as bacon, sausage, and deli meats, are also on the list of foods that are destroying your brain. These meats are often high in saturated fats and sodium, both of which can have a negative impact on your brain health. Consuming too much of these meats can increase the risk of developing conditions such as cognitive decline and stroke. It's best to limit your intake of highly processed meats and opt for leaner, healthier protein sources instead. Lastly, artificial sweeteners are a food that can be harmful to your brain health. While these sweeteners are often marketed as a healthier alternative to sugar, research has shown that they can have negative effects on the brain. Consuming artificial sweeteners has been linked to an increased risk of developing conditions such as Alzheimer's disease and stroke. It's best to avoid artificial sweeteners and opt for natural sweeteners such as honey or maple syrup instead. In conclusion, it's important to be mindful of the foods you're consuming and their impact on your brain health. By avoiding foods that are high in sugar, processed fats, trans fats, highly processed meats, and artificial sweeteners, you can protect your brain health and reduce your risk of developing cognitive decline and other brain-related conditions. Opting for a diet that is rich in whole, unprocessed foods and healthy fats can help to support your brain health and overall well-being.